Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We're here today with another tier maker video. So if you cast your minds back to the ripe old time of last week, I did a video where I ranked the Sims 3 expansions and stuff packs in order, like top to bottom, in order of what I think is the best, what I think is the worst, what I think you should buy, and what I think you can just leave and you'd be quite happy without. So I had a lot of fun making this and I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. But I did think with The Sims 4 obviously being the current iteration of the game, I should maybe do one on The Sims 4 because my opinions are pretty strong. My opinions on The Sims 4 DLC are pretty strong. So I figured if I can maybe help someone not waste their money, I would like to. I'm more than happy to waste my money for all of us, right? But again, I am just using a tier maker, like pre-made thing from the website. So I don't know if this is going to have the latest expansions and stuff packs and things in it. And it probably won't have the Sims 4 kits. But honestly, the kits are a waste of money. So, I'll just leave that there. But before I sort of ramble and like ramp up the controversy anymore here, let's just get into ranking the Sims 4 DLC. So here we are back on the tier maker website. I have the Sims 4 thing up. Again, as I said, it's a pre-made one. It might not include everything, so I am sorry if there's any I've missed. If I do notice there's any missing, I'll just tell you what rank I would put them in, but we won't see the dragging and dropping. But this one goes from the best of the best, so I'll be empty, great, average, meh, and burn it. So I like this. My one issue so far is, sorry, I have to get comfy. A lot of these, the names are kind of cut off from the picture, so I don't really know what all of them are meant to be, but I guess we'll figure that out. So first things first, this is going to be like a stuff pack, and I'm sure that is backyard. Yeah, that's backyard. I can't really remember what is in backyard stuff. I will be honest. So I'm just going to put this in meh straight away. I don't personally think a lot of the Sims 4 stuff packs are worth the money. I'm just going to say that right now. I don't remember what backyard stuff came with. I think there might have been some okay create sim items, but I don't obviously use it a lot. So, what is this one? Oh, bowling stuff. I'll put bowling stuff in average. Do I? Yeah, I guess we'll put it in average. I like bowling stuff and I like that my Sims can go bowling. One of my issues is that new gameplay has come in a stuff pack. I don't agree with that. In the older Sims game, stuff packs were stuff packs. It came with build and buy and create a sim items. That was what stuff packs came with. Stuff. And I don't like there being sort of like premium items in stuff packs that give you gameplay. I don't agree with that. Like that should be included in either an expansion or a game pack, So that's probably my main issue with Bowling Night is it came with gameplay. The create sim items I actually quite like. I like bowling, but it's average. Get it on sale. It's average. It's good, but it's average. It's average. It's higher end of average, but it's still average. Cats and dogs. I honestly do not use them a lot in The Sims 4. I will be completely honest. I like the idea of the vet career though, and I do think the pets are really cute, and Brindleton Bay is a cute world. I guess we'll put cats and dogs in great, though I kind of feel great is maybe a bit strong a word, but I think it's better than average. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's not a pack I use, which is quite surprising because I am quite pet heavy in the older iterations of The Sims, but I don't use it a lot. City Living is another one we're going to put in great. I like City Living. I like San Myshuno. I like the apartments. I like the Create a Sim. I like the festivals. City Living's probably one of the better expansion packs in my mind. So again, that's about all I have to say. Like, I could talk for years on the other ones, but The Sims 4 I just don't care enough about. Oh, what is this one? Cool Kitchen. Did this come with dishwashers? Or was dishwasher a free update? Oh, I think it came with a popcorn maker. I can see that. I guess we'll put it in meh, because I don't particularly remember what it came with. And even if it was dishwashers, that's also something I don't normally use in my Sims houses. Like, I don't have a dishwasher, so it's always something I forget to put in builds. But yeah, we'll just put it in meh. Yeah, like I can't, I'm struggling to remember something that came in that pack, you know? Like, there's certain packs that just stand out to me being like, oh, yes, this came in this pack, and I use that all the time. I mean, I probably do use Cool Kitchen, but I couldn't tell you what I use. Maybe kitchen cabinets, because we do need more kitchen cabinets. Dine Out. I enjoy the premise of Dine Out. I guess I'll put Dine Out in average. If Dine Out wasn't so buggy, I could probably put it higher, but I've had quite a bit of issues with Dine Out. See, the thing is, I think there's a lot of really good build and buy items in Dine Out, but the fact that the main gameplay focus in this game pack is restaurants that don't properly work, I can't rank it higher than average, which is a shame because I love restaurants in real life, in The Sims. I just think they're so fun, and I love the experience of going out, ordering a nice meal, you know, taking food photos. I'm sad that Dine Out is what it is in The Sims 4, and I kind of feel I could say that for a lot of Sims 4 packs. I am sad that they turned out the way they did. Dine Out, in an ideal world, would probably have been one of my favourites, but I can't do that. Discover University. I have never had a Sim graduate university in The Sims 4. I really like the Create a Sim, and I really like some of the build and buy. I do think Brightchester is a pretty cool looking world. I guess I'll put it in average again. Because it's, for me, the thing that stands out in this pack is the Create a Sim. I use the University Create a Sim quite a lot, but I don't use the gameplay. The one time I tried to use the gameplay was when I had a Sim living in San Myshuno, and I didn't know if you wanted to live in dorms, you had to give up your apartment. And I just spent like 2 hours decorating this place, and I had to give it up. And I was like, that kind of soured me to the whole thing, so I just never went back. I don't know. Like, I feel I can't rank it higher just because, again, it's not something I've used, which is surprising because I have used University quite a lot in the other games, but average. Fitness. I don't know. My first thought was meh, so I guess we'll put it in there. Fitness is okay. It has some quite nice build and buy items. I think fitness came with like the rock climbing wall, because I remember when Snowy Escape released, there was a huge rumble in the community because the rock climbing wall, which was one of the reasons to buy this pack, is now in another one. So, you know, good old Sims 4, but my Sims are about as athletic as I am, so I don't use fitness a lot. There is a really nice sort of metal, triangular, prismy sort of lampshade thing, like ceiling light that comes in fitness stuff that I really like though. But in general, a lot of these are quite forgettable packs. And this one, Get to Work. Okay. I am going to put Get to Work in best of the best, and I am ready to die on this hill. Get to Work is one of my all-time favourite Sims 4 packs, if not the favourite. Although it is the first expansion pack, and Get to Work does get put down a lot, I think it is the best. This is the expansion pack that I have had the most fun with. I love the active careers, the science one being my particular favourite. I haven't really done detective much, but science and doctor, a lot of fun, and I do think it sort of gives you more to do. I love the photography skill, though I'm pretty sure that's now been integrated into other packs, so I don't think it's a Get to Work exclusive anymore. Aliens. Again, I said in my last tier maker, aliens, any pack that includes aliens, which are my favourite occult, is obviously going to be one I am here for. I really enjoy it. I'm pretty sure Magnolia Promenade also came in Get to Work, and although that world it's not the best, but it did also give you the option to run retail stores. So I think in terms of expansions, Get to Work gives you the most for your money. 100%, I recommend Get to Work. You know, if you don't have it, you are missing out. Get to Work, my all-time favorite. Fight me. Please don't. I'm actually not that good at fighting, surprisingly. Get Together. I'm going to put Get Together in Best of the Best as well. Though I think Best of the Best is maybe quite strong for Get Together. But I think it's... See, the way the tier system works, Get Together is a million times better than Cats and Dogs, but is it as good as Get to Work? You know, that's the questions we have to ask ourselves. But Get Together I will put on the top tier just because I do want to make sure everyone knows it's better than Cats and Dogs. Get Together I really enjoy. That is the one that came with Windenburg, which, stunning world, probably one of my favourites in The Sims 4. And the club system, incredibly, incredibly underrated. I think the club system is so much fun, and my Sims usually always utilise it. And I think it's a great way just to sort of strengthen bonds between Sims, get your families together, get your kids to do homework with each other. You know, there's just so many fun things you can do with the club system, and I do think it is a feature that needs to be used more. And I think the Sims team themselves need to recognise the potential with the club system, i.e. not put it for free in the base game and then, you know, forget about it again. But like, I do think there is a lot of potential there that has kind of been missed. So Get Together, I would recommend Get Together. What is this? I'm guessing that's Island Paradise. I do not use Island Paradise. Some of the hairs are quite nice, but I don't really play with it. I don't really know what to say. Like, I don't use a lot of the Create a Sim. I've never played in Sulani. Some of the build and buy is quite cool, but I don't know. My issue with The Sims 4 is a lot of their packs feel a bit watered down, and there's not enough in Island Paradise to hook me, you know? The Island Paradise ambition as well, or aspiration even, if I could words, the aspiration is incredibly shallow. I'm sure you have to do something ridiculous like eat 3 coconuts for one of the like things. So Island Paradise, very, very shallow. Mermaids, I've never played within The Sims 4, but if I remember, there was a reason why I didn't play with mermaids in The Sims 4. I can't remember what it is now, so I'm not going to just guess and say something that's completely untrue. But mermaids also came in this pack, which is usually always what I forget about. But I do find Island Living to be a very shallow pack. Jungle Adventure, we're going to put that in Best of the Best. And typically I wouldn't, but because this is a Sims 4 list, I feel like we have to. Jungle Adventure, I use it a lot. I have never once been to Selvadorada. I don't think I've said the name right, and I'm sorry. Please correct me. But I've never been to like the dig sites. You know, I've never archaeologied in The Sims 4. Oh my gosh, English. But Jungle Adventure, I love the build and buy. Like, the reason this is in Best of the Best is purely for those Jungle Adventure tiles. I use them in every single build, as I'm sure you've noticed. And I have them in The Sims 2 as well. If I can get them in The Sims 3, you better believe I will download them in The Sims 3. Jungle Adventure, top tier build and buy stuff. Gameplay and cast, couldn't really tell you about it. I don't really know what it includes. But build and buy, 100%. I love Jungle Adventure for that. So that's fun. Kids room. I'll put kids room in average. It's nice to have a pack that is geared towards children because any life state in The Sims 4 that is not young adult is always ignored. So it is nice having something that's for kids. However, I don't think there's enough in the pack to really make it memorable. You know, it's the same with like toddler stuff. Like, it's nice having some more clothing options for toddlers, but that's all it is. You know, it's more fluff. You know, there's no depth. That's my thoughts on it. And kids room's okay. If you're a family game player, I would get kids room just because it does give you a little something else to work with. But at the same time, there is probably a much better CC out there if you wanted to download that. Like, if you downloaded a stuff pack's worth of CC into your game instead. You know, just saying. Laundry day, I guess we'll put in great. I don't often do laundry in The Sims 4 because I am a terrible person and always forget about it. But I do like the idea of more gameplay, which again, we're just going to come back to gameplay in a stuff pack. I do disagree with it, but I enjoyed laundry day. I do feel like laundry day maybe could have been like shooed into like an expansion or something though. I feel like a lot of these stuff packs shouldn't be stuff packs. They should be in something else. The laundry day is good. I really like the build and buy. I think it comes with a lot of cute create a sim items, and the added gameplay it does offer is nice. So we'll put it in great. I don't really have anything bad to say about laundry day. What on earth is that? Luxury party, burn it. Or is it glamour life I want to burn? No, I think it's luxury party. I'm pretty sure this pack comes with like 12 items total. It's something ridiculously low like that. The build and buy is like maybe like 6 items. You have some curtains, you have a stool, a chocolate fountain, which is quite cool admittedly. You've got some pretty ugly party wear, and that's it. That's the whole pack. That is what you pay a tenner for. No, do not buy it. Like, just do not. That pack shouldn't exist. That should be included with vintage glamour. I feel like those two packs go hand in hand together and could quite easily be one pack. Luxury party does not have enough in it to warrant it being a pack by itself. So I do not support luxury party. What's that one? I think that's Moschino. Moschino, I really like the windows, but I'm going to put it in meh. This is sort of a Sims 4 brand collaboration. So if you think to like Sims 3 Diesel, Sims 2 H&M, we got Sims 4 Moschino. Yep. It's alright. Some of the creative Sims quite cool. I really like the windows. That's about it. Movie hangout, I'll put in average. I do quite like movie hangout, if I'm honest. I quite like the sort of style of items that come in that pack. I can't really say it's great though. Can I? I don't know. I don't think I can say it's great. Yeah, movie hangout's alright. It's got some quite nice items. Do I use it all the time? No. But would I buy it if I didn't own it? Yes, I would. So there's that one. Ooh. My first pet stuff. This is probably going to be quite controversial. I like my first pet stuff. I'm going to put it in average though, because I don't think it can be great. Because I do want to make it clear I have issues with the whole buying DLC for your DLC. Do not agree with that at all. And 100% my first pet stuff should have gone in cats and dogs, and it should have been a pets pack. However, my first pet stuff I actually use a lot. I think it has some really nice items. I love the small animals, like the rodents. I think it's fun you can have a pet void critter. I really enjoy my first pet stuff. And if you don't own it, I would maybe consider getting it. I wouldn't pay full price for it though, it's not that good. But if you can get it on sale, I would. I really enjoy it. And I think a lot of the stuff, like there's this really cute dog bed, and there's also a really cute like doggy bookshelf. They go really nice in kids' rooms. So, you know, I'm just clawing at any pack that gives me items I can use for my kids. Outdoor retreat, I'm going to put that in great. I had fun with Outdoor Retreat. I quite like the herbalism skill. I like being able to take my Sims camping. I enjoy it. Outdoor Retreat was, again, one of the first packs I owned, and probably one of the ones I've explored the most, just because it was back when The Sims 4 was new and shiny and I still had hope. But I like Outdoor Retreat. I do enjoy it. Parenthood is another one I'm going to put in great, just because that does enhance the gameplay for family players a lot. If you don't have Parenthood, again, I would recommend buying it. It gives you more. I like the parenting skill. I like being able to discipline children. I like the fact they can rebel. I like the fact you can set the table and you have like a family bulletin board, and I do really enjoy Parenthood. The Create a Sim and stuff's not the best, but I like it. I also, if I remember rightly, Parenthood has some quite nice build and buy. So yeah, I can't really fault Parenthood. That is a good pack. Again, it could have been in like a Generations pack, but you know. What's that? Perfect Patio. I'll put Perfect Patio in average. Do I want it to be average? Nah, I think we're gonna actually move Perfect Patio down to meh. The only reason I remember that pack is because it came with hot tubs. That was the whole selling point of this pack, which now with the 20th birthday hot tub, the whole reason to buy this pack is kind of redundant. I can't remember any of the other stuff that this pack includes. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep that in meh. I think average is too good for Perfect Patio. Realm of Magic, I'm gonna put into great. Again, I haven't really played with spellcasters in The Sims 4, which is surprising because I did really enjoy like the witches in The Sims 3 and The Sims 2, but I think by the time I got Realm of Magic, it was maybe a bit too far gone. But I really enjoy the world of Glimmerbrook. I think Glimmerbrook is a very pretty world. I love the build and buy for Realm of Magic, and I really enjoy the Create a Sim for this. So yeah, Realm of Magic, good solid pack again. I would put that in great. I think it's fun. From what I've heard, there could be some tweaks that would make the spellcasters a bit better, but as I've not played with them, I can't really argue for or against that. You know, I don't know. But I enjoy Realm of Magic. That's one I'd probably recommend getting if you like sort of fantasy styles, if you like that kind of thing, because the like build and buy is very fairy tale-ish, like the stained glass windows and things. Like, I think they're stunning personally, but you know, if you don't build in that style and you would never use them and you would never play with spellcasters, just you know, don't buy it. But Realm of Magic, I like it. Romantic Garden, we'll put in meh. I think there is some pretty decent Create a Sim in that. I don't really use the plants all that much. And I think there's some like weird statues and fountains and things in it that I don't also use. Though that's one of the more memorable stuff packs for me. So maybe meh is a bit harsh for Romantic Garden. But I don't think it's average. I mean, it's definitely below average. But it's not quite meh either. Oh, Seasons. I am going to put an average, which is possibly quite a controversial opinion. I do enjoy Seasons, and as I said, this is one of the sort of core packs I feel you should get with any Sims game, because Seasons and weather does add that sort of realism that you just do not have without it. And I really like the sort of calendar feature that comes with Seasons. The calendar is a lot of fun. That's about all I can really think of. Seasons build and buy is okay, and Seasons cast I don't really remember. But yeah, I wouldn't say Seasons is one of my favourites, but I would buy it purely for the weather. Spa Day, I really enjoy Spa Day. Again, I think the trend that we're seeing here is I'm enjoying the earlier packs a lot more, because that was when I was still actively playing The Sims 4 a lot more rather than just building. So the packs that sort of come out first, are the ones I typically have the fondest memories of, because that is still when I was finding the game more fun, you know? But Spade, I couldn't play without Spade. I wouldn't really put it on best of the best, even though it is a pack I use a lot. In fact, maybe Jungle Adventure also shouldn't be in best of the best. We're actually going to move Jungle Adventure down to great, because it's not really get to work good. But Spade, I use a lot. I think it's really good for building bathrooms and things, bathrooms and kitchens, because it does come with some quite nice counters and tiles. I love yoga in The Sims. I think the yoga feature is really fun. So I recommend Spade. Definitely pick up Spade. Spooky stuff could have been in seasons. We're going to put it in meh. Spooky stuff, I do not feel the spooky stuff should have been a pack by itself. When spooky stuff released, that was before we even had seasons. So we didn't even have the option to have like a Halloween, for example. So no, I don't think spooky stuff is a strong stuff pack on its own merit. I think the stuff that it adds to seasons is good, and the stuff that you can combine and use in other things is good. However, if you don't have seasons, I wouldn't even bother buying spooky stuff. That is going to be Strangerville. Strangerville's alright. I like the build and buy for Strangerville. And the Strangerville story I've never actually finished. But I like this. I like the Strangerville world. I do really enjoy the world. I do enjoy the cast. I like the build and buy. And controversial, but I do actually quite like the story aspect. I like what they were trying to do with Strangerville, and I do appreciate the direction they were going in with that pack. Actually, I think I've been a bit unfair. Let's move Strangerville up to great. I do think I have been a bit unfair there. Yeah, Strangerville is good. I like it. I appreciate what they did with Strangerville. It's just hard to captivate me. I do have issues with the Strangerville world, though. Although I said it's a great world and it's a pretty world, Strangerville is one that needs a makeover to be sort of more playable. Strangerville is an incredibly lazy world in terms of buildings within that world. So it's a bit of a shame to see that kind of thing slip through the cracks and that kind of thing be sold at a high retail value for DLC. Like game packs here are like $29.99, I think. Might not have been quite that high. Are they that price? I can't remember. I'm sure they're about 30 quid. But it might not have been that high when Strangerville released, because I know the packs have gone up since Brexit. But, you know, if you're paying that amount, you do expect to be getting quality content for your money. And I do think that is an issue with The Sims 4 in general. A lot of the time, you are paying a very high price for DLC and you're not really getting content in return. And to be honest, that could be like a whole other video in itself, because I think The Sims has sort of destroyed DLC in a way, and I don't feel like any game should be worth the money that The Sims is charging to get full content. But it's always been a very expensive game. But I'm not going to get into that here, because that's not what this is about. This is making a fun tier list. Tiny Living, I'm going to put in best of the best. I do feel like Tiny Living should have been in Eco Lifestyle. I feel like those packs are very close together and go hand in hand together. Tiny Living I use all the time. I love the items from it. I love the aesthetic. I love the Create a Sim. Tiny Living, very good pack, and you know, for only $9.99, even at full price, that's one of the few stuff packs I would say is worth buying at full price. Tiny Living is actually probably the only stuff pack I would say is worth buying at full price. Highly recommend Tiny Living. Toddler stuff, I'm going to put in average. Again, as I said with Kids Room, there's nothing stand out about toddler stuff, but it is nice having some recognition for this life state. Get Famous, I don't use Get Famous a lot. I don't really enjoy Del Sol Valley. I don't enjoy Celebrity in The Sims. Like, I don't really find that kind of gameplay fun. So I haven't really done much of it in The Sims 4. I can't think of any, you know, build and buy or create a sim things that really stand out for me. I if I was able to like rebuy my Sims 4 collection, I probably wouldn't have Get Famous in it, to be honest. Vampires we'll put in great. I do enjoy vampires. I think that's quite a fun pack. So we will put vampires in great. I like that it came with an occult life state. I like the style items that came with it. I like the sort of cracks and the dead ivy and the scratches and things. I like that you can make things look tired with that stuff pack, and it's really good for sort of like haunted builds. So I enjoy vampires a lot. Even though I haven't really played around with that occult life state, I still think it's really fun having in the game. And vintage glamour. I'm going to put vintage glamour in meh because I don't use it a lot, but I do like some of the items that come with it. And this pack also came with the butler. The butler was a big selling point for vintage glamour. I don't use the butler. My Sims are usually never wealthy enough to warrant a butler. But vintage glamour is alright. I think the makeup for vintage glamour is a bit out there, but some of the dresses are quite nice for women. I don't think I use a lot of the sort of male cast items. So we are missing a few. We're missing Eco Lifestyle, which I would put in best of the best. Eco Lifestyle is a pack I really enjoy. It's a bit of a shame the gameplay kind of is not the best. I really don't like naps. I really do dislike naps. But I love Evergreen Harbour. I love the build and buy items. I love the Create a Sim. I love the new skills and the Fabricator and the careers. Eco Lifestyle, very good pack, and probably one of the strongest expansions I think we've had in a while. So if you do not have Eco Lifestyle, highly recommend you get it. Eco Lifestyle is a good one. We're also missing Snowy Escape. I would put Snowy Escape in average, to be honest. The build and buy for that pack is nice. I haven't done any of the gameplay from Snowy Escape, like actually climbing the mountain, but in general, I don't think the gameplay for Snowy Escape is strong enough to warrant that being an expansion. I feel like that should have been a game pack. But Journey to Batu, which we're also missing, was the game pack that came before, and that was what Snowy Escape should have been, in my mind. Journey to Batu, burn it. Journey to Batu should never have been a thing. Snowy Escape should have been the game pack, and then, you know, a different expansion obviously taking that place, because Snowy Escape, it uses a lot of recycled items. It uses a lot of things from, you know, the fitness pack, City Living. You know, it takes a lot from other packs and then just spews it all out in the form of a new expansion. Snowy Escape, I would get on sale. I don't really have much else to say. Some of the items are really, really nice, but get on sale. I've already discussed Journey to Batu, so we're not going to talk about that any further. I think that is a disgusting pack, and even if it was free, I would not take it. So that's my thoughts on Journey to Batu. We're missing Nifty Knitting. Nifty Knitting I would put in meh. The items are okay for Nifty Knitting, and so is some of the, like, Create a Sim, and oops, sorry, I hit the mic. I do like the idea of a knitting skill, but I feel like this maybe should have come in a game pack with other things. In terms of a stuff pack, I don't use Nifty Knitting nearly enough. So that's why it's in meh for me, just because it's not something I use. However, if it came as part of a broader hobbies pack that allowed more things for my Sims to do, I'd probably rank it higher. But if I am going to have to buy a £10 pack for every hobby for my Sims, you know, that's just incredibly unattainable and unsustainable. So no, we're not doing that anymore. So Nifty Knitting, I would say, is meh. Another thing that really irritated me about Nifty Knitting is you cannot rock with toddlers on the rocking chair. Like, you cannot have them in your lap on the rocking chair, which I think would have been a really nice feature to have. And once again, just goes to show that family gameplay is something that is ignored in The Sims 4. So that's meh. And then finally, we are missing paranormal stuff. I am going to put paranormal stuff in average. I am severely disappointed in paranormal stuff. However, in terms of the price, it is only a stuff pack. It is only $9.99 in the UK. I think it's also $9.99 in the US, but, you know, currency conversion. Yeah, for a stuff pack, it's incredibly good value for money for a stuff pack. However, I went into it with very high expectations, and I think that's what let me down. Was my own expectations kind of ruined the pack. I was really looking forward to it. I like the idea of the ghost hunting career, which is sadly only a branch of freelance. I like the idea of haunted houses. I like the seance. I like Bonehilda. But I think I expected too much. Like, I think paranormal stuff would have made a really good game pack, and then everything could have been fleshed out properly, rather than a stuff pack where there are more limitations. But I think that's all the packs covered. So that is my thoughts on The Sims 4. I hope I wasn't too scathing. I thought I've actually been quite fair. I did expect more things to be an burn it other than Luxury Party. But I think I've been quite fair on this. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have I got my list right? Have I missed any gems? Is there maybe some of the packs I need to explore more? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. Do let me know down below in the comment section what your Sims 4 tier list would be. And yeah, if you have enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or subscribing, because that would really help me out a lot and it would mean the world to me. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!